Alright, ebusia for any day kwans mema obi akwa abasonko e de no aba possible multimedia na se ebusia for yin na be kai enche bia e na General Secretary for the NDC party ekopie mu e wo Northern Region ka nsem bia sabe any day kwans so mpenimfo amutie me ene mu amohwe me nsem a sabe nyansa bia eni e de fa flag bearer of the NPP party aye the person of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Honorable Fiifi Kwettey eko Northern Region eko keka nsem a ento asumu nsem a ehonte e de fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ewo Northern Region eno enenei Stephen Atubiga oye former member of the NDC nya akonya say so address issue no ama ye hu say ampa ye opani Stephen Atubiga condemn derogatory comment and I said that abusive commenter yewra Honorable Fiifi Kwettey ekomeki ewo Northern Region say one a very disrespectful say as opani a etise Fiifi Kwettey wonim papa enim boni na wo bekwa akogina enye se bia wo gina akra wo besa akọ ni kurom akọka nsem a entise e de afa ne ho very very disrespectful say Fiifi Kwettey ebeka sansem no nenei ono nso so ama ye papa Stephen Atubiga nso condemn that particular act the tosimienu asa ahye NDC mpenimfo no say almost some few hours mra bonten na mra be pa achow esanse some mra bonten amepa achow na ekire se mo ahyeda mo kra na mo pushie no say onko kasa na mmom osan busa question we ye me de say ko ba say ebusa teni o Stephen Atubiga former NDC member enso ebusa NDC for ne say koba say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and say NPP for so eyi omopanin ba ko say onko the same thing enche and say onko ka the same in sama Fiifi Kwettey e kan de fa Bawumia ho onko ka the same thing enfa mahama ho ewo mahama kuma eden na besi eden so na youth nso enhia enfa free mu ebusia we any nsem bebre na okan me so se no se aha mama obi bia otie me anaso obi bia ohwe me no aya we say aha ye ni atem ya gin it's based on what you see and hear on social media any day kwan so aha possible multimedia once again any day can we hear channel video YouTuber nsa eda nsa yi message so bejebre no share video yi ti said ya wo hwe we na amana kwa we wo hwe ya na wa like wa comment wa subscribe yenko je asem ni mu ntiemu emfi Honorable Stephen Atubiga ho na yenhwe kwan ono so efa so address that particular issue ni wi a no we feel free na wa cha wadwen e comment section na say
what was the problem with what Fiifi Kwettey said in the Northern?
Okay. Good evening to Ghanaians and good evening to my NLC members. As a matter of fact, what Fiifi Kwettey said against the sitting vice president, he denigrated and insulted all Northerners, and that is why some of us are peeved. And it's not just what he has said that some of us are holding him accountable for it. There's a man that said no Muslim can ever be a president in this country. And then if you look at the way, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a Northerner, and we hold him to the highest esteem, just like John Dramani Mahama, Alhaji Idrisu Mahama, Dombo, Imoro Ayana, our northern leadership, Udi Yahya and co. But he should not forget that he was saying that you can criticize. Politics is criticized. You can disagree, but to personally attack Northerners, and I don't think it is somebody like Fiifi Kwettey who will be telling us in the North who is the best Northerner to lead this country or we should choose. It's unacceptable. Very provocative, denigrating, like he's the most sensible people. He's a sensible person. And I want to ask Fiifi Kwettey, if Alhaji Idrisu, Dr. Bawumia, if he was a Voltairean, would he have said that? Because we believe, we Northerners, that's why we move in pairs. When it comes to supporting each other, there's no political callous. We go out, do what you have to do, you come home, we eat in the same bowl. And this election is not about NDC MPP. It's an opportunity given to us by Ghanaians to give us another shot. Look, it took Northerners to support Jerry John Rawlings. Imoro Igala was supposed to be the first Northern president to open doors for all of us. Then corruption allegations was hanged on his neck. They handpicked Dr. Hilal Liman, brought him, and he was to give us a shot. The same Northern...
Imoro Igala. Well, Imoro Ayana was there, but that was 69.
Yes.
That was a Bawumia campaign.
Yes. But I'm talking
Imoro Igala was 79, who brought Liman.
Yes. And the first he should have been the first president.
Igala should have been, but he was disqualified.
For corruption allegations.
Yes.
Then Liman got the opportunity.
Yeah.
And all Northerners, we rallied behind him, and he got the opportunity. For some reason, Peter Tashiru, I'm just saying the involvement of Northerners, he was overthrown twice. From there, Ghanaians never forgave Northerners. We never got the opportunity to lead this country again. Anywhere we were, all the negative thoughts, Dr. Liman, all that. Yeah. And it took us 40 years. Then we had John Dramani Mahama. And people...
in gracious circumstances.
Thank you. Died. At the right time. And then every Northerner put the political colours aside or rallied behind him. And this time around, it wasn't through the barrel of the gun. It was through the ballot box that JDM also did only one term. Now, from there, we never got the opportunity again. And don't forget, while that was going, we also have our brothers on the other side. That's Dombo. They formed the Dombo political party. And it took 40 years to also pay off for our brothers on the other side.
To get a northern
candidate.
50 years.
50 years.
From the time Dombo and the MPP gave Buzia the leadership.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And then we've gotten a brother who we all hold to the highest esteem, has been able to also nail it and become a running mate. From a running mate to a candidate. Yeah. And we Northerners feel that it's an achievement for all Northerners, irrespective of our political colours or our religious affiliation. When a Northerner gets the opportunity to lead in the limelight, especially the country, just as Hunter, we are proud that the first time in the history of this country, a Northerner is a finance minister.
Oh, is it the first?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go through it.
Yes,
so let's go through it. The first was Bedema.
Okay.
Then Bedema to Amakwata.
Okay.
That's both were in Nkrumah.
Okay.
Then the coup era, I don't remember who it was, but it will be the Ministry of Finance people.
Yes.
Then Buzia came in with J.H. Mensah.
Okay.
Then after Buzia, Achampong was his own finance minister. Yes. He was a commissioner for finance himself. Okay. But we all know that underneath his office was Kwame Donkofojo, who became Africa Development Bank president. Kwame Pienim, Victor Selome, and some of the other people around Achampong were running their affairs. There was Anane Benfo. They were running their affairs. So yes, there was no Northerner there.
Okay.
Then came Liman.
Okay.
Liman's finance minister was Professor George Bene.
Okay.
I remember that too.
Okay.
And after George Bene, I don't remember who came, but it wasn't a Northerner. Then came Rawlings.
Okay.
And they had Kwesi Boche for 13 years.
Yes.
Then Kwesi Boche to Kwame Pepra.
Yes.
Kwame Pepra to Osafo Mafo. Osafo Mafo to Banredu.
Yes.
Banredu to Kwabena Dufour.
Yes.
Kwabena Dufour to Setekpe.
Yes.
Setekpe to Kenoforiata.
Yes.
You are right.
Yes. And you see, under our big brother John Dramani Mahama, a lot of atrocities has been done against Northerners for some reason, and you see, the circumstances, the grounds that Fiifi Kwettey made those derogatory statements against the vice president was uncalled for, could have even called for clash. You cannot, especially in the region.
When you look at the video, you can tell that Hudu Yaya was concerned.
He wasn't happy.
Things.
If you look
let's see the video. Let's play the video again. Let's have the video. Let's look at it.
Everything possible to ensure that son of yours, that is an absolute disgrace and a humiliation to all of you, never rises to become the president of this country. Northern region, you need to do everything possible to ensure that son of yours, that is an absolute disgrace and a humiliation to all of you, never rises to become the president of this country.
Yes.
You could tell that Hudu wasn't happy.
Yes, and when some of us saw it, we said, how can you be saying this in our own backyard? Is Fiifi Kwettey the one to tell we the Northerners who we should choose, who is the best? In the eyes of the whole Northern communities, There's nobody that is useless. There is nobody that is excuse my language, that is all the, I don't want
disgrace.
to, the words that, it's so sad, it's so sickening. Well, does he know how the NDC was even introduced into the northern region, all the northern sectors? Look, the northern sector is divided by books, okay? But collectively, we are one. We look out for each other, okay? And I want, look, how dare him? How dare you denigrate a whole certain, if anything, at this moment, he's Dr. Mahmoudou Bawumia, the candidate of the MPP. He's the limelight of the whole northern community. He's our limelight right now in government. Today, we've been rewarded with another finance minister who is a northerner. And the NDC side, we have John Dramani Mahama, who has also been, so this is something that for a long time we've been yelling and be crying for, and Ghanaians has given us the opportunity that we should come, we should choose among our brothers, okay, to see who can nail it for us and put structures. No northerner in the history of politics have been able to do 2 terms from Nkrumah, and if we don't get it right at this time around, my brother, we have 16 regions. It's not compulsory that we get the running mates all the time. We've cried. Fiifi Kwettey doesn't know the dynamics, how we've sat down, how we've spoken to each other, irrespective of our political colors. We want to see a northerner leading this country, nailing it for the next generation.
I understand that during the campaign, yes, NDC opinion leaders in the north,
yes,
were telling the MPP people that they should vote for Dr. Bawumia.
Okay.
Because that brings glory to the north.
Okay.
I understand that the NDC were telling the MPP counterparts actually people when you go vote for Bawumia.
Look, and the dynamics of this election, as he says, he's trying to say Dr. Mahmoudou Bawumia is a disgrace. Dr. Mahmoudou Bawumia has nailed it. When I mean he nailed it, you say he's inexperienced. He is a liar. But he has reduced our votes in our backyard. He has increased the MPP votes.
That's for sure.
He has increased their seats. So you have an opportunity to tell Ghanaians, to tell the northern community that, look, you have your 2 brothers. This is what your brother can do. Okay, this is what you would do differently. But you are using that opportunity to denigrate, to disrespect us, to undermine us, to let us feel like we don't know what we are doing.
I think you didn't check, because if you had checked the parliamentary, you would have seen that the Northerners are listening to Dr. Bawumia.
Very well.
Gradually, he's increasing the MPP votes.
Very well.
Check that.
Very well. And I was surprised that this man didn't realize that the grounds that he was making those irresponsible, unacceptable statements, he was rather making the party more unpopular. And the Fiifi Kwettey, do you know the humiliation Northerners have gone through? Look, Harun Idrisu, all the northern community came together, the stakeholders, said, look, you are going to lead the 6 northern regions in parliament. Okay?
Oh, I see.
Yes, that is a collective, it was a collective
MPP
decision.
NDC.
Yes, all of them to lead us.
The Northern Caucus.
Northern Caucus at parliament. The Mutaka, the Zongo communities. Look at how under Fiifi, the hatred he has for Northerners. The hatred, he has personal hatred. When John Dramani Mahama didn't make him the running mate, he was one of Rawlins's choice. Okay?
I don't understand.
He was
2020.
Yes. So
Rawlins wanted Fiifi Kwettey as running mate.
Yes. So Fiifi Kwettey should be brave and approach our big brother, especially John Dramani Mahama. Say, brother, why didn't you ABC? But don't use that personal hatred trying to butt our heads together to fight, because at the moment Samba and Co can also get up in the northern region and make this and bring somebody to come and make the same statements against John Dramani Mahama, denigratory, insultive, racial, tribalistic. I'm just saying,
because John Dramani Mahama is not a disgrace.
I'm saying they could have done that. Look, we have all presidents in this country. We have Aliu Mahama, we have Akko Mills. I'm sorry, Echo, right?
The John Evans Atta Mills.
I'm talking Kenson Atta Mills, and all those running mates. They criticize their strength, their weaknesses, their omission, and their commission. But nobody ever went into their backyard, their hometown. Jerry John Rawlins, Buzia, Kwame Nkrumah, Bedema. I'm talking about nobody
ever. Their hometown where you're not from there.
Yes, to tell their people that your son, your father, okay, he is the most disgraced person among you people. How dare him?
And that's a disgrace for all Northern.
For Northern. How dare Fiifi Kwettey? The NDC must come out and take a stand, because are they endorsing it? Are they with him with this derogatory, irresponsible, racial profiling, disrespectful, ethnic segregation, is demeaning, undermining language, insult to we notness, or they are not with him. The NDC party must take a stand. And then Fiifi Kwettey himself, you are not an ordinary person. You are a member of, you are a general secretary, an administrator of a political party. That you owe a responsibility that even if your candidate or leadership want to make a speech, you can even go behind their speech to make sure that their speech will attract the party, make the party more attractive. It will unify people. You go out there and make a statement. At the moment, the treatment of Mutaka and Haruna Jisu, the backlash alone at the northern sectors, okay, it's not, they are not able to contain it. The party is becoming unattractive. Let me ask you a question. I want to be disgraced, or somebody should text in. For the past almost a year, tell me one stakeholder of the NDC party. When I mean stakeholder, those who try to contest to be presidents, those who want to run, one person that has gone on air, has been in the social media anywhere, that vote for the NDC, vote for John Dramani Mahama. Everybody has gone to sleep. I'm not even talking about, I'm even generalizing it under Fiifi Kwettey's leadership and what has happened to Haruna Jisu and co. See that the party has been quiet. It's only the candidate himself carrying the party on his shoulders, on his head.
And he says because of Fiifi Kwettey.
Yes, he has made the party more on a, look, what people are, if he didn't, is the respect they had for John Dramani Mahama. That is why nobody attacked him. Because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has family in the NDC.
Oh, he does?
Yes, direct family. One father.
Oh, from Nalarugu, yes.
Yes.
Brother is NDC.
Thank you. So are you telling me that if I was there, if me, Atubiga, I was there, I wouldn't have left it. He would have apologized. If not, he won't go scot-free. It's very disrespectful. Will he say that in the Volta region? You are a person that the whole country, your seat in Kwettey was the highest in the whole country. Look at how the numbers dropped. And at the northern community, we are each other's keeper. This election is not going to be about NDC MPP. We are going to rally each other and among our big brother John Dramani Mahama, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, that we all hold up to them. We look up to them as our big brothers. Make a choice that who will let it shine for us, who will make sure that the opportunity that Ghanaians has given us again, the third time, even MPP also making their own history of rewarding, after 50 years, rewarding our northern brothers. Dombo, Mahmoud Bawumia represents Dombo.
He does.
Yes, and if you look at E.A. Mahama, John Dramani Mahama's father, okay, Mumuni Senior, okay, if Alhaji Idrisu Mahama, Hudi Yahya, Martin Mahamidu, and all the stakeholders that you can, Asunda, Ndebugri, they raised, look, we all ate in their house. It was, you go and sleep here. They were brothers, and that's how we move in pairs. We are the only race that a brother and a sister can, or two brothers can be in different political parties. You go home and do your politics, you come. And look at how politics was introduced to us, we Northerners. It was introduced to two brothers, Junior and Sidia, and Dani and Abudu. If you go to the Upper East, Rollins called the Mampurushis and said, come, you the Kusasis, you have the Avoka was there, what's his name? Azimbe were there. A lot of the stick, they were all said, look, we are giving you people the chieftaincy, it is yours, but we are giving the party. I'm talking about how NDC was introduced in the Upper East, that we are giving it to you, the Mampurushis, you have the political power. Are you getting me? But